So the next stage of gait analysis that I was going to be talking about is gait in early childhood. And to me, this is broken up into two sections, which is prenatal development and then the toddler, early childhood around that area. So prenatal development is really important to gait analysis because of the fact that if the babies don't develop properly in the womb when they are born, they're going to have a lot of problems then when they're learning how to walk or crawl or whatever it may be. So some of the abnormalities that may lead to problems in the future are broken into two categories: genetic and intrinsic. And a genetic defect is when the defect is passed through a gene that either comes from the mom or the dad, either parent. And an intrinsic cause are those that take place because of lack of proper nourishment from the mom during development. So an example of a genetic defect is Down syndrome. This is one that we see commonly throughout our everyday lives. And a defect that's intrinsic is alcoholism. And so what this is basically when a mother is drinking alcohol during pregnancy, and it leads to many abnormalities, one which would include muscle defects. So what this is when the muscles don't develop properly, which will likely lead to a defect and struggle when learning to walk in the future. So normal development in the womb is basically when the baby is just receiving all the nutrients they need, developing healthy, and all their organs and bodily systems and functions are developing properly. So then I'm going to move on to the toddler, early age children gait analysis. So within the cycle phases, there's a lot of things that are affected because of the fact that they're not able to balance as properly. For example, you'll typically see that they'll have a wide base of support, which is their feet will be spread apart wide so they can try to maintain balance. They'll be taking short strides because the more time they spend off the ground, the more likely they are to lose balance. And also they'll have little arm swing, and this is because their arms will be up high by their sides so they can try to keep as much balance as possible. So this is happening because they're just learning how to walk, and because of this they're not very stable, so their steps are going to be short and fast. And so within the gait cycle, some of the phases that are typically described and known to be observed are hard to be seen because of the fact that their steps are so short and fast. So a few abnormalities that may be seen during this stage in the developmental cycle are bow legs, walking on the tippy toes, which is a common one, inward or outward facing toes. And in most cases, these abnormalities will go away on their own as the child grows because their muscles and bones and everything will just straighten out and start working properly as they grow out of it. But some cases they don't go away, and medical attention might be needed as well.